There are certain places that are not good for relationship. And so before you happily ever after move to a place, look to see how many married people are there. No, it's part of your relationship prosperity. This is 101. There is an island in America. If you have been to it, you will know what I'm talking about. It's called Whidbey Island. It's an island where people are madly in love and they move there. And somehow the man always leaves and the woman stays. Isn't it interesting? So if you want to be in a relationship, you know this island, avoid it at all costs. Or Berlin. Berlin is very interesting. I mean, it's beautiful. So much going on there. Everybody in Berlin wants to have a partner. And sometimes you have a room full of 1,000 people, but no one looking at someone else to try to make a relationship. It's the oddest thing ever. I'm going, really? Everybody's like, I so want to be in a relationship. Look around. It's true. It's not a place that it's kind of like does this, but it doesn't click. And so, to prosper in your relationship, ask yourself a question. Where is my community? Who can I call at 2 in the morning? And will they show up? Who can I dare to tell the truth without creating gossip? Who has my back? Who can dare to be honest with me? If you look around and you cannot find a single person who can answer to this, then you do not have a community to support your relationship. You have what we call, in my tradition, help lower my basket and make a comment. That means they're only there to talk about whatever is not going well. They're not there to support you. Community is essential. Even if you two are going to live together, you still need a good community. It is part of relationship prosperity. We all need someone. Even when we think that we are an island, we all need someone. And even being in an island, you're probably taking all that time by yourself to sort out all the relationship crises that drove you to become an island. So why go crazy by yourself when you can be going crazy with other people? So prosperity of spirit. Prosperity of spirit comes tied in with our gift, which I already talked about earlier. The more we are able to live our gift, the better our spirit shine, and the happier we feel. In the old days, everybody brought to the table exactly what was needed. There was never a question as to whether somebody was doing their gift or not. It was there, the environment was right for it. And then when the Industrial Revolution came, the community got pulled apart. Then we were told that we need not live our gift anymore. We needed to make a living. So after a while of trying that, people got bored with it and dumped it and went back to living their gift. So the system got smarter. So they then created shopping opportunities. And if you didn't have the money for it, they will give it to you, and then at the end of the month, then you can pay for it. Then people got too much stuff. Then they got bored. It wasn't working. Then they finally got us. They said, you see, if you actually give us out your precious time, we guarantee you a retirement. And then you can still go and live your purpose. Right? And we got excited about that. Except that most of us, when we retire, we're so excited to finally be free to do our gift that we excite ourselves to be at the world. But there are some of us who actually kind of go against the stream. They don't buy that. And there are a bunch of people that the government cannot figure out how to label yet. And they're the artists. Because they can see all around it. They know what they're up to. And thank God that they know. Because if they weren't doing what they're doing, this whole world will collapse. Because artists are the ones who help the psyche have what it needs so it can continue to hold the sacred within and be able to do whatever this government asks us to do, knowing that there is something sacred holding everything. But the day artists stop creating art, we all know that we are in trouble. The whole world will collapse. And so that's part of the challenge that we feel continuously, that we spend time going to school, learning things that we absolutely are not interested in, because they promise us a good career. And so even when you get the good career, and the question comes to you, and you realize, this is not what I want to do. But then everybody goes, you better do that, because this is safe, this is secure. By whose standard is it safe? I may be bringing in good money, but my health is dying. I am no longer alive. Is it really worth it? And that's why some of us, we get ill. That's why some of us, we get crazy. Some of us, we get aggressive. And it's not because we are not good at what we do, but it's simply because we are doing something that does not nurture something in our spirit. Something seems to be dying, and no one wants to pay attention to it. So I would say, have compromise. Live your purpose, and still figure out something that will make you a living. No, seriously. Because when you watch people, sometimes you see that they're not even there. They're just going through the motion. And it is very difficult. And so you go see a therapist, you talk about it, and you go back home and you do it all over and you realize, did I really go through therapy yesterday? Maybe I need another session. Hmm? So whatever it takes, be it on the weekend, be it on your time off, whatever your soul needs to shine, invest that time in shining it. We don't live in this body twice. So why waste it all? At least make something out of it. Stay alive and inspire others to be alive. If you don't deliver the gift, it will kill you. And that's the truth. It will kill you. Because at some point, it self-destruct. And that's why when we see some of the people who commit crime, everybody says, oh, their IQ is so and so. Yeah. But something is not nurturing their spirit. And that's why they do those crimes. Because they're trying to say, SOS, I need help. Someone please. We cannot sustain our spirit, and especially our children. We cannot sustain anything for them unless we nurture the gift in them and encourage them to deliver it. They're ready to blow it all up if we don't change the course of how we're doing things. It's the truth. I think I'm depressing people more. Maybe we can talk about something happy. So learn to celebrate your spirit. Learn to value who you are. Learn to praise you. Most of us are waiting for someone to come and give us a blessing. But sometimes you need to be able to dare to bless yourself. Because only you know what kind of blessing you need. Or maybe you dare to ask someone else to bless you. You know, in my village, when you walk into someone who is supposed to be a grandmother figure, you immediately go to them and you say, bless me. And sometimes you're specific. Bless me with this particular thing because that's what I need right now. And they will bless you with that and then add more. And maybe we need to learn to bless our children as well. A blessed child will always remember where they come from. Even if they're behaving in ways you don't like, or particularly when they're behaving in ways you don't like, that when we need to gather them and bless them. Because they're probably yearning for that blessing. And that's why they're acting out. So learn to welcome yourself in the morning when those eyes open and you go, oh, I'm here. It's a blessing. So let me welcome myself. Now, how can I bless myself? What can I bless myself with today? So you look forward to waking up tomorrow. Because you know not everybody wakes up. And so to wake up is a blessing. So when you wake up, be excited and look for ways to bless yourself. My grandmother used to make us come up with 3 things we appreciate about ourselves. And I used to dread it. And I would whine the entire time. And she would look at me, she would smile and say, it doesn't matter. Still do it. Now I can see the wisdom behind it. Because when you do that on a daily basis, something changes. New doors open that you didn't think were possible. But there they are. So, what do you need blessing with? Would you dare to ask someone to bless you? Would you dare to give someone a blessing? And maybe we can do that with our young people here before the evening is out. Maybe we can gather. I see some amazing elders in this room. Maybe you will be all willing to bless the children for us. Wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, great. I have no idea how long I've been talking, but
You've still got
plenty of time?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want 1 minute warming.
No, I'll give you 5 minutes.
Huh? So when we look at all these different prosperities, we understand why they're all interconnected, and that to make community work, you're going to have to address relationship, and to make relationship work, you're going to have to address gifts, and to make gift work, you're going to have to address longevity, and so on and so on. And it is important. It seems like a lot of work, but it's worthwhile. Because when we don't do it, we feel it. And it is part of the challenge that we're facing, because too many things have been left undone. And so we no longer know where to start from. Yeah? And so, what is our connection to the spirit world? Who is that doorway to, or who is that guide to the world of spirit? Again, for each person is different. It may not necessarily be God. It may not necessarily be Buddha or Jesus. Maybe that doorway is your cat at home. No, seriously. Maybe that doorway is the river you live next to. Maybe that doorway is a tree that you feel like hugging all the time. So who is that doorway to that spirit world for you? Who is my guide? Who takes me to spirit? That makes me alive. Who is that being? So it's a question I'm putting out. Who is that being for you? That brightens your day.
Music. Music.
Music. Anybody else?
Sometimes it's the sea.
The sea.
Sometimes it's blackbird song.
Blackbird song.
Your dogs and animals.
The dogs and we animals. The elderflower. Oh, I'm with you.